Hi, she guys. Welcome back to our channel. I don't know why I'm just doing a voiceover for this video at this point because this was a Christmas themed cake, but I think it's never too late to just show you how we worked on this cake behind the scene. It could help someone with a knowledge on how to do something else other than a Christmas themed cake. So first of all, we went in with our final layer of frosting to make sure that we have a clean canvas to work with. And that is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm just adding my buttercream because we're working with buttercream frosting, and I'm very careful because it's white. I don't want any crumbs poking out in this cake at any point. So to avoid that, I had prepped my cake earlier and I allowed it to set in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes to make sure it was firm, and I didn't want any crumbs. When I mean any crumbs, no crumbs on my cake, especially because it was a white buttercream. It would be very obvious that there is something wrong there. And so to the top now, I was very careful because it was going to be a sharp aged cake. No, not a sharp aged, okay, but a rough aged, but a sharp rough aged. So I was really careful here and just adding my stuff very generously, like I always do. People complain I don't smile a lot in my videos, but I promise in my head I'm like smiling. I'm just very very mindful of what I'm doing, so I don't make mistakes. I'm concentrating, paying attention, I'm being deliberate, and I'm smiling in my head. Just that it doesn't show here. So next, I grabbed my scraper to make sure that I'm smoothing out the sides of my cake and filling out all the parts that are insufficient of buttercream to make sure that I do not have any patches anywhere. So I love to do this a lot. I do not like patches on my cake because trolls have taught me no trolls left behind, and trolls have taught me in baking no patch left behind. So I always like to make sure that I fill out all my patches very well and very carefully. And yeah, since it's going to be rough stuff, I had to make sure that my top was very clean for a start. So that is exactly what I just did there. And I went in with my scraper for an extra clean look, of course. Next, let's smoothen out the sides of our cake finally right now, and then we'll be ready to start working on our decoration. So I wanted a huge Christmas tree on the spot, so I used the scraper to just give me a straight line. If you have a straight hand and you can draw it freehand, no problem, but the scraper helped, and I just started bringing out the branches as a guide so that I'll know where I'm filling my buttercream and where I'm not filling my buttercream. This took a lot of time actually. Yeah, doing this took a lot of time, like a lot of time to achieve this. It took a lot, and I was just patient because for every line of buttercream I added, every stroke, it just revealed something very beautiful, and I just kept going because I was eager to see what I would create at the end of the day. My nozzle just kept acting up, but thank to God that it just added that extra detail to my cake. So I just kept adding branches to this cake and adding more and more and more on top of each one. These are like the main branches. So those other smaller branches, I'll be adding them to these main branches very soon to create this beautiful Christmas tree on the body of this cake. So looking at that, I did the first one and it looked amazing and I was encouraged, and so I just kept going and kept going and kept going, and on each it just revealed this very beautiful cake that I was making at this time. So here I am being careful to add my strokes to create my tree. You have to be very patient. My hands were cramping because of how I was in attempt to show you guys how I was achieving that. So please, I'm making a lot of effort to show you guys the tutorial. Please like this video, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't, please. Tell us where you're watching us from. Has this video been helpful to you? Would it help you to create a cake at any point? Let us know, please. And so we'll know that you like what we do here, and we'll just keep bringing you amazing videos here. This was the last one to create, and at this point I was already making the victory dance, but my hands were now shaking. I was like, no, you can't ruin this cake at this point. This Christmas tree looks very beautiful at this point. So I just kept doing the victory dance in my head because I knew that I was very close to finishing. Then I remembered I still had 2 more Christmas trees that would be on this cake, and I was like, okay, it's time to relax because we still have something else to do. But I still made the dance because at least this is the last one for this particular. So this looks really beautiful already, and so I went on to do a smaller tree beside this central Christmas tree that I have. I'm sorry, I just woke up and I'm doing a lot of voice overs, so I'm already tired. But yeah, I'm still going to teach you guys or show you guys what I'm doing here, and then do a voiceover to actually explain what I'm doing here. So I'm sorry if I'm inconsistent or it's not as nice as you wanted it. I'm just a bit exhausted. So I didn't make this one as thick as the central. This one just had very light strokes, and it will have stuff to complement it. So this is what it looks like at this point. So you just keep adding the strokes to it at different points to create a tree. Okay, you can try to draw this on a paper first to see how the strokes will look when you actually start drawing them with a piping bag, to make sure that you're not making any mistakes. Be careful at the directions you're putting your strokes to reveal your branches, so you don't ruin your work at the end of the day. My nose will just keep acting up, but we conquered. We serve a living God, okay? So at this point I was really satisfied at what I had created, and so I just went on to do the same thing at the other end of the cake. And now we are adding our accessories. I added some gold pearls, gold bead to decorate the cake. I added some white buttercream on the green to make it look like it's snowy, and we're almost done with this cake. Next, we're just adding our accessories. You know, all the decorations we have on the Christmas tree. I went to in the red now, and we're almost done with this cake, sugars. This was a lot of work, a lot of time sitting down to create things, but I was really satisfied that I had made up my mind to do this for this cake, and it came out so beautifully. Thank you, sugars, for watching us to this point. Please, if you're new on this channel and you've come this far, please hit that subscribe button for us. Like this video, share, comment, tell us where you're watching us from, and we'll be glad to have you on this ride. So sugar, this is what we came up with. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something from this. I'm sorry that this video is just coming out at this point after we made this over the Christmas holidays, but we've had a lot going on and I've really not had time. But I hope you enjoyed it. We'll definitely see you in the next one. Bye.